Oh, look at that. It's all my favorite internet friends. Good to see you. Welcome back to the Poke Historian. I'm your host, Matt X. This is the show where I turn on the camera and we talk about Pokemon cards. We talk about life. We talk about the intersection of these two things. And we talk about whatever else I feel like talking about. As you can see here, not in my usual location. I'm actually on a little work trip right now, going to a conference, so hopefully going to get to relax, maybe learn a couple things. It's always good to get out of town, get out of the office. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about today's topic, shall we? And that topic is Pokemon uncertainty. Okay? So, depending on who you watch right now on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever other platform you're watching people on, you're going to hear different things about what's going on in the Pokemon card hobby right now. The Pokemon card hobby is crashing. Oh no, it's just a summer slump. We're going to go right back up. Oh no, we're flatlining. That's normal. Oh, the market is actually as crazy as ever and is soaring right now. I've never, at any point during this most recent boom, seen so many different opinions about what exactly is going on. It's been kind of fascinating to see. We're not going to go into my opinions too much. You can watch my other videos and you can get an idea of where I think we're at. But it's been interesting to see just how many different perspectives there are on things right now. And it kind of puts you, the viewer, in a tough spot because unlike how things have been like over the last 2 years, you're actually in a spot where you're going to have to probably really think about what's going on here and figure out what you want to do. And so what I would recommend for you is instead of listening to what I say, instead of listening to what any of these other influencers or PokeTubers have to say, go on a TCG Player, go on eBay, go on Mercari, go everywhere. See how prices are doing on things. Look at the trends. Look at the little TCG Player graph and see what it's doing on your favorite stuff. And you're going to have to make a decision for yourself what you want to do right now, because you're not going to get a lot of clear answers online of what to do. Ultimately, somebody's going to be right and somebody's going to be wrong, but I can tell you right now that this is all guesswork, and just because someone is right doesn't mean they're smart. Just because someone was wrong about something doesn't mean they're stupid, okay? This is like just basically rolling the dice and seeing what happens. That's kind of where this market is at right now. That's truly how I feel about things. I have my own thoughts on that, of course, but hey, my thoughts are just as valid as anybody else's. So I just want to encourage you right now to not follow any particular PokeTuber or influencer too closely as to what they are advising you to do, because I can tell you right now, we don't really know for sure, okay? But if most of you have been in this hobby for a while, or even if you've only been in it for a couple years and you watch trends, some of you come over from like the world of stock trading and everything, you know how to read graphs. You can probably figure this out for yourself and figure out what exactly you want to do, okay? And this kind of ties into the next topic too, which is this whole 30th anniversary nonsense, right? There is so much drama, so many high emotions with this whole thing going on right now with these pre-orders and the prices. And it really kind of puts people in a tough spot where they're really not sure what to do. But some people are very quick to take sides as well, and they're like, well, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not paying these prices. I'm out. Like, I'm going to vote with my wallet. And you know what? It may end up being the case where if enough people vote with their wallets, these prices come down. However, it also may be the case that at least the prices on some of these items are just getting started, and we don't know what's going to happen with it. It's really anyone's guess. Now, yes, there are rumors that at least some of these 30th anniversary products are going to be mass printed, and apparently, according to the rumors, Pokemon has been working on printing these items for a long period now. But y'all, the truth is, it's just online chatter. There's no hard proof of any of this. No one has given any substantial evidence to support that any of these things about there being a tremendous amount of 30th anniversary product being on the market is true. We don't know. So with that situation, you're just going to have to do, like I was saying, just with things in general right now, you're just going to have to do what's best for you. and think for yourself, how much do I want these 30th anniversary products? Am I okay with the potential of missing out? Am I okay with overpaying? It's completely up to you. Everyone else is going to have a completely different stance on this, and it's okay. You don't need to come after somebody because they feel differently than you about it, all right? And for example, with me, I pre-ordered one of those $600 UPCs. Am I going to get screwed on it? I don't know. I'd say it's a 50-50 chance. I'd say there's a 50% chance I get it and the product ends up going below what I paid. And I think there's a 50% chance it goes above what I paid. But my thought process is simply, as I kind of talked about in my last videos, I want one and I'm just going to go ahead and get it. I don't have time to be doing all these crazy waiting on pre-orders to drop for good prices and going to stores and waiting outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to do it. I got too much going on. So going to work conferences and stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with whatever stance you take on all this stuff right now. It really is guesswork. And as I've also said before in this Pokemon card hobby, a lot of these rules that these YouTubers will tell you about how things work, these rules are constantly changing. And since they're constantly changing, there basically fundamentally is no rules. Things can change on a dime right now. Life moves so fast. The internet is just a super speed highway. Everyone's attention spans are like shorter than 2 seconds. You know, today's bargain could be tomorrow's like highly sought after product, or vice versa. What everyone wants today could be something that nobody wants tomorrow. And you just got to do what's right for you, get the things you want, get the cards you want, collect what you want. Just do the things you want to do, whether or not other people agree with you or not, or like the same things as you or not. That applies to so many different areas of life. You know, you can't just like what everyone else likes. You gotta follow your own instincts and what you like. Anyways, that's all I got to say for today. I just kind of wanted to get into that because it really is kind of a confusing time, I think, for everyone. I myself personally am a little bit confused myself, but I'm going to just do what I always do, and that's just going to be getting the things I want, and we'll see how it all plays out. If I end up getting screwed on this whole 30th anniversary thing and the ultra premium collection I bought goes to like $200 or something, it's not really a big deal for me. I'll just buy some more, like I said in my last video. I'm going to lose out at some point. You know, this is a big game of musical chairs. At some point here, there's going to be a set that comes out and it tanks, and that's okay. It's just part of being in the hobby, all right? Anyways, that's all I got. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Let me know down in the comments how stupid I am, and I'll see you in my next video.